Chelsea Football Club are informed as Conor Gallagher has decided he wants to leave Chelsea and he's joining Atletico Madrid. Fabrizio Romano confirms. However, Chelsea are trying to play the media game. They offered him a new contract. I'm going to explain to you what has happened, why Ornstein has come out with this, and how this situation is about putting the wool over the fans' eyes. I've got the scoop. Let's talk about it. Furthermore, yesterday Chelsea beat Club America 3-0, the Mexican team, yet we have got two things to take away from it. Malo Gusto is fantastic, and Enzo Maresca's take on Nkunku, and more importantly, the penalty decision. It's happened again. Noni Madueke and another penalty decision. I'm not having a go at him because our manager dealt with it properly. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Let's go into the little details like we always do on this channel. But before we get started, I need you lot to hit the like button. 1,000 likes goes a long way. Subscribe, because I'm not gonna lie to you, you want to be part of this community. One thing I want to say before that video starts, right? You guys absolutely blew me away yesterday. The number of people that disagreed with me and were so respectful, I love it. This community is gonna work this way. If I disagree with you, I'm calling you out. I do it in a nice fashion. You disagree with me, you have every right to call me out. Because guess what? We're all fans. We've all talk about the club that we love. And even if you don't love Chelsea and you're here to watch and get at me, do it respectfully. I'll laugh, I'll interact. And honestly, the support you lot gave Conor Gallagher, if this guy ever sees it, he should be thanking all of you. Every single one of you should be getting a drink. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic drink. Drinks on Conor Gallagher. Lord knows he's going to be getting a beautiful agent fee moving to Atletico Madrid. Let's get started. This Conor Gallagher situation has become very messy and I don't like it. And this is why I don't like it. Number one, yesterday at night time before the Chelsea game kicked off, David Ornstein came out with breaking news. And it wasn't only David Ornstein, as I'm going to call him from now on, it was Ben Jacobs, and it was Simon Johnston, and it was all of them. Literally within 3 minutes, they all came out with the same story. Why do you think the story's out there in 3 minutes? What, you think all of them put their journalism hat on, went and found the story? No, they were told. There is no way all like 6 journalists come out with the same story within the span of 3 minutes. Well, all of them had their articles written. All of them? No. All right, this was brief. What was it? Chelsea offered Conor Gallagher a 2-year extension with an option of 1 more year for the club to decide whether they want to give it to him or not. The player rejected it. And guess what? People started with their beautiful, well, if he's proper Chelsea, he's going to accept it. How dare he? He's proper Chelsea. He has to accept it. And you know what? That's the energy that was kept for the club. He's proper Chelsea. You can't exclude him. And this is where it gets very, very messy, right? Because then Fabrizio came out this morning and said Conor Gallagher's decided that he's leaving. Conor Gallagher has decided he is going to be joining Atletico Madrid. And the fee's already agreed between Atletico and Chelsea, so it's a matter of time. Then a story came out which was even more interesting. Chelsea had a deal or conversations with Aston Villa over £57 million move before they signed Onana. And Gallagher rejected that. So now let me give you my perspective and how all this ties in. This is messy. And the reason it's messy is because a lot of people are going to say Gallagher should have signed that 2-year extension and stayed at Chelsea because that's what he wants to do. Why on earth would he do that? Just think about it logically, right? He's got 12 months left on his deal. They're trying to sell him. What happens if he signs a new contract? He's got 2 years with an option of a 3rd. They're going to still try sell him. If they wanted to keep him, he gets a 6-7 year deal. The way Enzo got, the way Caicedo got, the way Lavia got, the way everyone else in that midfield has got. They don't want to keep him. And what they're trying to do is strengthen their negotiating hand. Because the minute he signs that deal, they're going to be like, oh, listen, Con, in January, we're selling you. And it's what happened with Trevor Chalobah. The years don't mean nothing. If anything, it's a higher bargaining chip because they've already realized, hold on, broski, we can get 57 million. Aston Villa were willing to pay that for you. Now we're taking a cut price. And the reason we're taking a cut price is because it's actually very simple. It's very, very simple. At this moment in time, you are costing us more money. We could be getting 40 million euro. We're only getting 40 million when we could be getting 65 million euros. So Chelsea tried to be Chelsea. You know them one. Alternatively, Gallagher, on the other hand, he doesn't want to be played. and he will be going to Atletico Madrid. Personally, I think he's making the right decision, but this is where I say it, yeah. We need to keep the energy the same way. A lot of you cooked me yesterday and a lot of you said the one thing that really annoyed me. And what annoyed me was the fact that you said, he came out the youth academy. You can't treat him different. Well, he rejected a contract now that was essentially going to keep him at his boyhood club and for the next 3 years. But he didn't want to go because he didn't want to sacrifice power. So just remember one thing. This is a business. Everyone is looking after their own pocket. And the reality is, Gallagher wants to get paid and play for Chelsea. But if he ain't getting paid, he doesn't want to play for Chelsea because he knows Chelsea aren't valuing him in the same way that he believes he should get valued. So at the end of the day, Gallagher, thank you for everything you've done. You will be moving on. Adios, amigo. Enjoy Spain. Learn Spanish. Eat a lot of paella. Drink that sangria. Have a great time. See you later. I will not be watching you at Atletico Madrid. Peace out. On to the next story. We need to talk about Malo Gusto, because Malo Gusto was absolutely amazing last night. For those of you that said, Alex, where's the review? Guys, I did not watch the game today. I had 2 meetings that were very important, so I had to prepare for, but one way of preparing for it is making sure I get a good night's sleep where I'm not yawning in front of the clients, right? So the reality is, I didn't stay up and watch it at a crazy hour. I've watched the extended highlights, and I don't feel like it'll be fair for me to give you an in-detail review of a game that I didn't watch live. So reality is, we're going to just talk about the stuff that I took away, the in-depth compilations I watched of Malo Gusto's every action, and he looked phenomenal. Honestly, that left back position for him looked amazing. He cut into midfield, his pace and acceleration, and partnering Lavia just looked very comfortable, very organized, and I can't lie to you, that midfield, Enzo Fernandez, broski, you're in a little bit of trouble because Moises Caicedo will be coming back into this team. I can guarantee you that. I think Caicedo is our best midfield. Enzo, the way Lavia's playing, big man, you're going to have to move him out of that team. And I can't wait for that challenge because it just makes us better. Shrewsbury Hall played well. But we're talking about Malo Gusto. Gusto is our new Cesar Azpilicueta. You want to play right back? I can play right. You want to play right centre back? I can play right centre back. You want to play me in defensive midfield? I'll play right defensive midfield. You want to play me left back? I'll be better than your left back. That is who Malo Gusto is. Because I don't think Cucurella can do that kind of role that Gusto did yesterday. Ben Chilwell can't. Renato Vega definitely can't as well because I've seen enough. Gusto is phenomenal. He's not injured. It was cramp. Maresca confirmed this. We have got one heck of a team. Reece James moved to right-sided centre-back. He looked super comfortable. That's his role. I don't want to see Reece James in that midfield. I want to see Gusto playing in that inverted role. If he's from left-back, then so be it, because then we always have the alternative of Reece needing to push on, keep some width, beautiful deliveries in, and we are going to be cooking. We won 3-0 and it was comfortable, and honestly, we created 4 XG yesterday. Do you know how mad that is? What also impressed me was the compilation I saw of Christopher Nkunku. Nkunku showed us why he looks absolutely amazing and he's going to be pivotal for this team. What he did yesterday, that little mazy run to win the penalty, absolutely unbelievable. Super comfortable on the ball, growing with confidence, getting fitter with every passing game, and he just looks like somebody that is going to have a great season. He took penalties and scored. He will not be the penalty taker next year. Enzo Maresca confirmed that is Cole Palmer, but we had another incident on the penalty spot. And what's this incident? Well, we need to talk about it. We win a penalty and Noni Madueke wants to take it. And this time, our gaffer, our manager now, Enzo Maresca said, it's not happening on my watch. We've seen this before. Tosin, go and chat to them and tell them Nkunku's taking the penalty. And what happened was he did it, Nottingham stood off, Nkunku scored, and then we won another penalty, and Nkunku gave him the ball. And that is Nkunku making sure that morale in the team is high. But more importantly, I love the fact, one, Tosin Adarabioyo is stepping up. Like, he is clearly a leader. Clearly a leader in this team. Secondly, Enzo Maresca is marking his territory in pre-season. I am in charge. This will not happen. None of this. Players will decide. No players will decide. This is my team. I am in charge. I am the head honcho of this team. Respect, man. I really, really respect him for this. And I've got a lot of understanding of the difficulty it must be to manage so many, like, men in a room because it's a lot of personalities. They're all rich. They all have attitude. They all have ego. And you need to make sure you keep them all in check. And he's doing that so far. It's 3 games in. We look like a better team. We looked more organized. And what I really liked about it more than anything is performance looked composed. And 3 games in, we saw initially we're not moving the ball fast enough. Second game, we started moving the ball fast enough. Third game, okay, we're not doing this properly in the sense that the high line's there and we are struggling with the high line because we're not pressing. Narrower centre backs, pressing. Listen, he's fixing stuff that are broken and then we're literally looking at it and saying, we're doing well here, we're improving. Give him 6 months. Let's see how we work. After 19 games, we will assess him. But so far, I am impressed. I can't lie to you. I really like this manager and I'm really liking what we're doing. But it is what it is, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. I can't wait for Chelsea to put up the video of, what's it called, the full match. I will be sitting and watching it again. I'm really excited. But it is what it is. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day. I hope you lot aren't too upset with my take on Conor Gallagher. But if you are, in the comments, let me know your thoughts.